Hi guys, welcome to this channel, and today we will learn about the PyCaret introduction. So PyCaret is the library which we also call as low code library, which we use for ML machine learning actually, and it's a kind of library uh, in which if you don't have to write a bunch of code actually, as we do in a machine learning means if you want to predict something or if you want to create a model, you need to write a bunch of code actually. So this actually library remove that part of the whole scenario to write a bunch of code. So let's see what they actually PyCaret will do. So it's actually a Collab notebook I've used here, and to install the library into Collab, you just need to write the pip3 install PyCaret or the version you want. So you need to write 2.0, 2.1, something like that. And so after that, what I have done, I have get the data from the PyCaret dataset only, that is a credit card default dataset. Here we have the some of the parameters, and our target parameter is default, that is whether a person will pay a bill or not, whether it's a defaulter or not, or I can say. So as I can see, the shape of my data set is 24,000. So, so we have a data set in which we have a 24,000 records and 24 columns. Next, if I can say what here we have done, we have remove or I can slice some data to make it, or I can say to use it for the validation part. Okay, so what we have done here is we have we have sliced 1200 rows from the main table for to make it used for the prediction part, and it's 22,800 as the records which we will use for the train model. So what we have done, first you need to import the PyCaret classification and import everything from this, and then it's a setup function in the library in which what we will do, you just need to provide the data you want to learn, and if you want to actually on which you need to train your model actually. Next, you need to provide the target variable. What is the target variable name actually? Column name you need to provide here, and its nominal session ID, which you can say a kind of random state. So these are the actually parameters you can manipulate it in according to yourself. Suppose I want to remove the outliers, remove outliers. You just need to write it here true. You need to write here. If you want to know the whole parameters what are there in the algorithm, you just need to write a comma and tab, or these are the actually all the parameters provided by this setup function. So you can check it out here. There are various different processes. Suppose my data set is not balanced, so I will use this. I can use it like this. Fix balance. So at the back end, they use some algorithm, maybe Mode or like something to get the we can say to balance the data. I'm not using it right now because it take a lot of time to train the model. So once we do this, what is the next? So the next function we have here is compare model. What this function will do, once you give the data to the setup, then this compare model will train your data on this 13 to 14 algorithm and provide the accuracies of this models. So if this part we will do or I can say if this part of the code, what do you have to write here? Just a compare model. Look at this actually. Or if you want to train the model on this 14 algorithm, you just need to write it again and again. It's a bunch of code, you know. So how good is this library actually? You don't need to write a bunch of code actually. Just write a compare model and you have a accuracy of 14 models here, and you can select also that okay, rigid classify is the best one. I can choose this for the future, or I can for to move forward. So if you know what is the actually parameter used in this rigid classifier, you just need to write a print best model, and here is the parameters that it is used by the model. So similarly, suppose I know, okay, these are the all algorithm and these are the accuracy. If suppose I'm getting the best accuracy on decision tree, what I have need to do, I have just created a model of decision tree. Similarly, and these are the parameter I have also let you know before also. Similarly for KNN, RF is random forest, and this is the part, next part what I have to share with you. We have a there is a function tune model. What tune model do? Suppose if you can check, when we have created a DT, so it shows me an accuracy of 73.01, and after tune it's changed to 81%. It's actually a 8 to 9% change. You can see this how much change is there. So it's actually a very good part of this library to tune the model, and after tune the model you can also check the parameters, and you can also check the parameters which is before. So you can compare that how model is tuned to understand better that how actually decision tree changes, or how it actually changed the model or increase the accuracy. Similarly, I have also done for RF, and then RF is random forest. I have tuned it. If I can say, check this out. The model have an accuracy of 80.93 actually when we create the model, and after tune it's changed to 82.25%. Then what I have done is I have created the AUC curve of tuned RF random forest. Now look at this. If you need to create a AOC, you need to write a bunch of code using Matplotlib and various other things. And here what you have to write, just need to write a plot model, and you have everything what you need. Similarly, if you need to find a relation between precision and recall, here is a function again, and you just need to write a plot equals to PR. As we are using random forest, so there is a feature importance in it. So you can also check out the feature importance, that what is the best feature of the model and all. Similarly, for confusion matrix, you need to, if you want to plot a confusion matrix, here is the same actually code. You just need to write a plot equals to confusion tree. Okay, so I can say you need to write it for 4 to 5 times if you need to draw a different kind of models. But we have also solution of this also, and which is evaluate model. If you write an evaluate model and just provide the tune function or variable, you will get everything, every kind of I can say graphs which is needed to understand the algorithm or data or the predictions. Suppose I need to see what is the feature importance. I just need to just click this. I need to know what is the decision boundary. I need to just click the decision boundary, and in some way I got this. Okay, so this is a decision boundary. I need to the class report, so there will be a class report. So this everything which is in this evaluate model, we have everything. You don't need to write this plot model again and again for different kind of things. Everything is present. So this is, I can say, the best part. I love this part actually, because if this all things, really, if I want to see this all things of random forest, I need to write a bunch of code for this. But here, just click and you get the everything what you need. Okay. So the next part is we have finalized model. Finalized model is a function which let the machine know, okay, this is the final model which we will use for the prediction actually. So after finalize the model, I have predict the model on unseen data set, and when we compare this, so we are getting the accuracy of 81.25%, which is actually good actually. And you can save the model also. So here I have saved the model and then load the model and then predict the model and check the accuracy. It's same actually. It's just a code to show you that you can load the model or save the model also. So it's quite nice for the if you want to just understand the prediction part, or just understand the actually how actually algorithm performs on my data. So it's a very best way, or a low code thing we can, if you know very less about the machine learning and all, so you can also use this, but I request freshers to not use it at the first. Use it, but just keep in mind that how algorithm will work. You need to know, you need to understand that, otherwise it will be a problematic for you when you go at any company. So this is the all in this video, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel, and please comment below. I will please comment below if any problem you will face in this video, or I can say in this PyCaret library. I'll definitely reply you there or help you on that part. Thank you.